Okay, we are live. Hello, ladies. Welcome to day 2. Today, even though it's only 10:24 a.m., I'm sorry I'm late. I just know it's gonna try to be one of those days. It's like the live wouldn't work, the everything was going on in my house, and then I go online to see that some of you guys got the day 2 emails, and then some of you guys got an email that's like 5 down in the sequence. It's just like, oh, it's going to be one of those days. So I apologize for being late. And I'm really sorry if you got one of the further emails that was Angie and I's podcast. You can still listen to it. It's still absolutely fantastic. But know that day 2 is on its way to your inbox, hopefully in the next half an hour. I have no idea why that happened. So very sorry about that. But I think everything is fixed. So today we're diving into the big day. And I know that this is why I was blocked, because this is how life works, and it's because we're talking all about fears. So because of all the tech issues, I know that there is someone out there that is really, really dealing with a lot of fear when it comes to visibility, and I know that I'm the person to help you break through that today. So I'm excited, and please let me know in the comments if that is you. Let me know how day 1 went. Did you love it? Did you feel inspired? Did you feel terrified? How did you feel? It's really important that we keep checking in on how you're feeling, because changes start to happen day in and day out until day 5. I hope you feel supported by the ladies in the group. I love that I don't even have to ask you guys to support each other and reach out to each other. You're 100% there lifting each other up, and that means everything to me. So let's dig into fear. What is fear exactly? And there's the movement right now that's like, just push through your fears, just barrel through it, like it'll be okay. It won't. That will keep you blocked, and it will have you resolve not even forever your fears in a more violent way, and I don't want that for you. So number 1, fear is false evidence appearing real. You've probably heard that before, and you're going to hear it in today's instructional video as well. But what's very interesting about fear is that they are tricky, right? They're usually tied to the subconscious, and they're clothed because our subconscious's job as our computer mainframe of our mind is to keep us safe. And so it constantly, whenever you go into any new situation, is accessing the ways that it reminds it of the past to warn you in case there might be any predator. And we absolutely needed this mechanism, especially back when we were hunting and foraging and there were monsters around every corner, but we don't need those same predatory instincts anymore. But our subconscious doesn't know that, right? It's just like, hey, I'm just doing my job. But if you'll notice, when you hit that live button, when you hit record and it counts down 3, 2, 1, you may have a strong physical reaction, sweating, shaking, completely blanking and being like, oh, yeah. That's the subconscious that's going, alert, danger. Remember the last time? And maybe it was doing a school play. Maybe you used to be an actress like me. Maybe you were did a public speaking thing and it went horribly wrong. Your subconscious is trying to save you. So instead of just trying to plow past your barriers and hope that they go away, I really want to encourage you to really sit there today and feel into your fears and figure out what exactly they are. You're going to know how to do this by sitting down and saying, you can say to yourself, subconscious, I need you to bring my fears around visibility to the surface. You're not going to hear specific words, but you will start to have memories come up. And it's very interesting. And sometimes you're like, oh, I totally forgot about that. Or it's just totally out of the blue. And you're like, oh, that makes perfect sense. Hey, Jessica. Jessica's live with us today. So I really want you to take the time to do that. Sit back, get in a quiet space. Let your body talk to you. Let it be the one that has the job of letting you know exactly why you're having these fears barrel to the surface when you're trying to go live. And what's really interesting about fears is that they usually are there and placed in there to keep you from your truth, but they're usually based on your truth. Let me explain. So if I knew, and which I do, that I'm supposed to be visible to help female entrepreneurs, what do you think one of my fears would be that would come up often? You're not enough. You can't do this. Why would anyone listen to you? What do you have that's worthy to say? You failed at all these different things in your past, so what could you possibly, why would you guide other women in this way? Shame on you, kind of stuff, right? Those are the ones that try to creep up on me because they're based in a weird way on the truth that I am meant to help you in this industry. I am meant to lead you because I know what failure's like, so I know how to keep you from going there. Do you kind of see the correlation that starts to happen? So don't be surprised if when your big fear comes up, if your truth is actually the exact opposite of that. It's really important that we start retraining our brain. Remember, neural pathways are connections that our brain makes of thought patterns. So what we're doing this week is we are getting this neural pathway today. See ya. Peace out, because I'm going, hey, let's start these new affirmations on your truths. So you start this new neural pathway up here that goes here, and it starts doing this, starts doing this, starts doing this. And over 5 days, it suddenly makes that connection. And what happens to this one? It breaks apart, right? So that is our goal, and that is scientifically what we are doing in your brain this week. Totally normal to feel tired, exhausted. Who am I? What am I doing with my life? That's called the river of change. That's totally normal. So don't think that you're weird. I don't know why I'm going a little bit deeper today than I normally go in my challenge, but chances are you need to hear it. So I'm happy to share that with you. So for today's assignment, by the way, let me know if you have any questions. You are going to be talking to us in the group, talking to us about what your biggest fears are, your 3 biggest fears. Then you're going to talk about your 3 even bigger truths. And then you're going to share your gut check, why you absolutely know without a shadow of a doubt that you're meant to be more visible in your brand and business. I know this sounds a little easy, but it does take some time, so I encourage you to download the workbook, which is, I think, in every email. It's especially in at the bottom of every video page, and the video is in the description. So be sure that you watch that and take some time today to do this. The PDF is typable, so it's really easy while you're at your laptop or your desktop to just jot down some thoughts. But I do encourage you to take 5-10 minutes for yourself today to really feel into this. Today is when the change starts to happen, and I'm so excited to be here to support you with it. In the meantime, do we have any questions? Do we have any concerns? Do we need any encouragement? Do you want to see more dancing? Let me know, let me know, let me know. April's here. Hey, April. Love that you're pointing out the brain science. Thank you. Totally. It's my favorite too. I love it. One day I'm going to get Joe Dispenza on the podcast, and I'm going to be a total fangirl and going, oh my God, Joe, hi, oh my God. It's going to be great. But in the meantime, I'm going to be working. You see this chart over here that has like 3 check marks and the rest are red. That's what I'm going to be working on today in my business. I've been putting it off for way too long. Took a little break, a little vacation, and now it's time to get to work. So I am excited and terrified about that. I like figuring out, like, I'm a very tenacious personality, so I want to learn how to do everything myself, and then I want to outsource it and never have to worry about it again. So that's a work in progress. So you're going live in this group. You're letting us know your 3 biggest fears, your 3 even bigger truths, and then your gut check of why you know you are meant without a shadow of a doubt to be visible in your brand or business. Yeah, you're gonna watch the video. You're gonna fill out the workbook. You're gonna go live in this group. And if you haven't gone live yet, this is by far the most supportive and friendly space where you can practice. And the only person that is going to regret not being active in this challenge to become more visible and getting their name out there more with lives is you, my dear. I've had quite a few women that have gone through this challenge and been too afraid to go live, which I get, but then they have to wait until the next time. And I honestly think it's going to be 3 or 4 months until I do this live challenge again. So I want to encourage you. You can do it. You can do it. Get your buns in this group and go live. I don't care if you stumble around your words. I don't care if you drop your phone. I've done that before. I don't care how silly you sound. You breaking through that barrier the first time of going live in the group will make a huge shift in you realizing that you can do this. There we go. Lecture complete. This is complete. Yeah, Jessica, big thoughts today. A lot of thinking to do. I know in normal challenges, it's like, oh yeah, and your lighting is this and da 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 da, and that's fantastic. But I find that does not cause a lasting change. That's why my Comfy on Camera participants that have been through this challenge in the past are huge. I mean, they're going out, they're live streaming, they're building their programs around live streaming. They keep going. And I'm not going to do a training that doesn't leave a lasting impression on you and give you the confidence to keep doing this. So that's my mission, and that's the journey that I had to take to make me go from when I was 14, an acting coach telling me I was too ugly and too overweight to ever be on camera, to making that shift to where I was able to actually write, produce, and star in my own TV pilot. So these are the shifts that I had to do. This is the work that I had to do, and this is what created a lasting change in my life, and I'm really excited for it to create a lasting change in yours. Okay, we amped up? Ready to do this? Any departing questions before I go? Otherwise, I'm gonna get my buns into all the training that I have to do today, and I am going to keep looking at you guys in the group and stalking you a little and saying hello and encouraging you on your videos. So lots of love. If you know someone, April's saying she doesn't have the workbook. Okay, let me try to find it. If you know someone that needs this challenge and you think would really benefit from upping their visibility, it is not too late to share. The link is above. And I'm going to be putting the workbook link in here. I think it was in the welcome email, April, but it's not.